here to do another proof of chaos. I'm sorry I have not been online the last few days. I've been like super busy trying to finish up all the syntax sheets and everything else for the coding system. I did want to say that if you guys want to go ahead and Patreon my PayPal or my Cash App for the warfare.io, you guys can go ahead and do that. If you're looking for the warfare.io, it's on newchemistry.com. That's new chemistry, KEMISTRY.com. So you guys can go find everything there because I'm redoing my other website. I'm trying to see what that's going to be like, okay? So a few things have happened here. So let me just pull this up. So meat. I told you guys that they're serving human meat, you guys. So what has happened here is that the cartel actually was in the virtual reality, and they were listening to what are the different ways in which we can test for human meat. And I taught them how to use red and blue food coloring to be able to see the oxygenation status of a certain of meat. If it's under oxygenated, it's human meat. Because what happens with cows and pigs, it's not that they have like a more complex system, not the pig, but the cow does. But when it comes to the distribution of air across their body, they have packets. They have like a second and third nervous system, and they have like two extra organs to like circulate their air across their body, especially given like their gravity and how much they weigh, cows and pigs. So then what ended up happening was they went through and started testing all these different like meats that they had and testing the different suppliers, and that's how they were able to zoom in and bring it down to like 3 suppliers that were like spreading Qiong throughout the Los Angeles area. And then this has gone into the animal food industry where there's 4 major companies that got caught. All of it is human meat. It's all Qiong. None of it is dog food or cat food. Woo, baby, I'm telling you. I just wanted to say this. Zoe, do you guys know that I know her? She died. Grim toll of Bay Area slings tied to domestic violence. Wait, how did she die? She died because you remember how I told you about Desiree, the period blood bandit, how she was teaching, oh, you know what? I have a black man too. Don't worry if they're on crack. Don't worry if they're abusive towards you. They make you do drugs with them. They take all your money. Don't worry about that you pay all the bills. They still love you. They're just dealing with like slavery. It's like an ancestral thing. Yeah, I just figured that out. That's what she's telling people and teaching people. So she started teaching all these little ass girls these females, and why this is like really important, and her little friends group has found out, is because all of them were involved in playing with magic and starting hella shit with that gangstalking I told you about. So Desiree rallied them all up, told them some story, crying, boo-hooing and stuff like that, and somebody checked her. Aren't you the one that's doing that though? You're the one that's sitting here teaching us. I haven't seen Daisy teaching anybody magic. I haven't seen her doing any of that. I haven't seen her play. Why would I be going around like little ass kids teaching them how to play with like conflict magic and domination spells and shit like that? That sounds hella stupid. You guys saw me sit on here for like, let me see, I was on here for 4 years on YouTube teaching spiritual warfare and stuff like that. I never taught not a single one of that. And this is how you guys also know that they can't play with me, because if I did teach any of that, I would be under investigation and I would be in jail by now. But I wasn't involved in any of that because they went through every single last one of my videos trying to catch me teaching magic and stuff like that. I don't get involved in that. You guys watch all of my videos. I don't play like that. And this is how those Hanifi hoes, I saw read them. You guys see them losing their fiscal sponsor. You see them losing their grant funding. You see them under investigation. I showed you this in one of the last videos. That's happening because they all got caught playing with spell work and like creating groups of karmics to go ahead and play with spell work too. So this one right here, she ended up dying because she was staying in a domestic violence partnership and she was playing with love spells. Didn't I tell you that you guys have to be careful how you play with those love spells, because a love spell can backfire and turn into a death spell? And everyone is talking about Desiree and this. They're saying that basically in the virtual reality, because that's how I heard about it. Like, hey Daisy, did you hear that this person died? That's how I heard it. And then I googled the new Zoe, because I just saw her too, and I was like, wait, hold on, are you sure? Because I literally, this female, somebody's gonna go ahead and look this up. I just saw her on the BART like 2 weeks ago. Somebody messy is gonna go get her face and upload it to the BART system, and they're gonna see she was on the train. What the hell? And Daisy's sitting on that same train. I just saw her, and you see what's on my phone right now? Look at this at 37%. I did not do that. You guys have to be very careful when you're playing games with these niggas and you're starting a bunch of shit, because they will get on your ass. So what ended up happening was they were playing with love spells and they were playing with conflict magic and they were starting a bunch of shit. She's not the only one. There's another one that died recently too, but that one got kept a little bit hidden because they're saying that she basically like disappeared, but she didn't. The Hanifis got rid of her body. So that's what I wanted to just show you guys, that the karmics that were playing with magic, it's taking like a grim toll. It is, because they're playing games. I used to talk to her all the time. This one on like Instagram. She used to be messaging me like asking for advice and stuff like that, commenting on my stuff. Da 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 da. And then I just saw her and I was like, oh, like those were one of the females that was playing with me, and I just didn't say anything. And then I come to the virtual reality, and somebody's like screaming in my ear about this, and then boom, look at what goes on here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this 814, and look at that 37 right there. And look at that 818. Didn't I tell you that this was going to come up again? I'm telling you. So you guys know that I went to the Los Angeles Police Department and I put in a report with the Inspector General, which, by the way, that report did get the Chief of Police out of his role. So it did something. So basically, what ended up happening here was the lady that took my report, she looks just like Castle's girlfriend, Juliana, the one that started all this. You guys have heard about her hand playing in the Ethiopian community, playing with AU Lounge, starting a bunch of drama. And then she ended up being a probation officer, and she got fired as her role because she was like sleeping with her young people. That's what ended up happening. So what ended up happening here was the lady that took my report looked just like Juliana, and her badge number was 37814. So that's why I said this 814 and then this 37, it's going to come up again. And if you guys want to go ahead and see that, it's just on my website. You can go on my website. You can read all of that. It's still up there. So now what ended up happening here is this is coming out like how they manipulated the data, but this is coming up in hella places how they are playing with cyborgia. But also too, what's coming up with data manipulation is the fact that like, oh, we're all related to each other because we all have sex with each other. So when they go do our DNA test to see if we did this or did that, it's going to bring up false positives and things like that. But that's done for because somebody's trying to escape that right now and it's not going to work. It's one of the things that ended up happening. They all went. Okay, they all went and they were basically hacking and harassing a bunch of people and causing a bunch of drama and starting a bunch of useless mess. And then what ended up happening here was they ended up getting caught in it. Yeah, that's basically what they're saying here. Microsoft confirms Russia spies stole their source code. So when we're talking about source code, like they're basically stealing like the entire architecture of Microsoft because they thought that they were going to go ahead and make a Microsoft in Russia, and that they would sell out. Then they would basically like outdo Microsoft and then sell them back their own operating system. So now a lot of you guys that are watching, right? You've been hearing me talk about this for months and months and months. Am I telling the truth or not? Because didn't I tell you that that's what they were about to go do? That they're basically they're going into these companies, working in these companies, and then they're taking the code for these companies and then they're replicating them elsewhere, right? But the funny thing is Russia is blacklisted though because of what they do with having sex with each other in their families and causing a bunch of drama and what they did to like people that have like escaped Russia and they've told about the country and how it is. That's why Russia doesn't get aid. That's why Russia had to put 76 planes down. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Russia was ordered to like ground 76 planes. I'm going to bring this up again. I'm going to bring up a few things and you guys are going to realize like, oh, there's a big ass war because you guys are playing with spell work. Here you go. Yeah, that's coming from a Wakatazi. She wants me to keep on playing there because she saw this. I was like, no, don't leave. We wanted to like download nonsense onto you. That's not my Wakatazi. This one showed me that it's fine. You don't have to do all that. And she blasted her with magic. Okay. Okay, so this one is 76 planes. Russia. Yeah, to sanctions. Yes. They had to put those planes down because of what they were doing playing with cyborgia. I just wanted to tell you guys too that a lot of the people that were playing with spell work, they ended up going to there's a lot of people that were playing with spell work at the beginning of this. Some of the older black women that I showed you like Ashara in them, and now they're going through hell and hot water. Let me show you again. Yeah. It says, yep. Oakland artists say the fiscal sponsor left them without pay. Okay, so you mean to tell me that they really got defunded? People will not give them any money. You guys know that they do something every year called the Black Joy Parade. This year, you could tell that people like did not come. People defunded them because usually they have hella different booths, like giving out free merchandise, giving out this, giving out that, like doing a lot. And this year, they completely like did that. They extended this part of Oakland and they march all the way down in their cars or with the brigade. They extended that all the way through the end to keep people busy because a lot of the boots did not come this year, at least 18, because they heard what they did in Oakland with spell work and what they did in tech playing with spell work. Because you guys have to understand that a lot of these bitches that came to work in the tech industry, right? They were new to Oakland. They saw, oh, like look at all these magical shops and all this tarot shops, and look, they have all this, and they started getting involved in magic. And that's one of the reasons why Stephanie is quiet on YouTube, because Stephanie ended up getting her kids taken away by because she was playing with these hoes with magic. So you mean to tell me that you work at Facebook or work at one of these other companies and you're doing magic on like men that work in these companies because you're trying to like get in their bed or you're trying to get with them or stuff like that, and it's like starting a bunch of drama because like he already has a girlfriend or he's already with his mate or he just doesn't like you like that? Yeah, that's what they were doing, and that's how this whole magic thing ended up coming to the office. Yes, and that's why Stephanie is hella fucking quiet on YouTube, because they got caught. Stephanie, Ghetto Nun, Brandy, all those hosts, they're, some of you guys are like, who is Stephanie? Who's just watch somebody in space. Stephanie, this is Stephanie that we've been talking about. She uses that thing on your channel to get like, they give you views and likes. It's like a company. It's like somebody that I was, it's like Russians that run this, and you can pay to like get views for your channel or get like subscriptions, but you lose your ability to monetize. End up getting clapped out in the near future. I think I should show you so you guys will be like, what the hell? Why are you seeing all their clones? Yeah, with that red hair, because there's somebody watching my channel that's trying to figure out who uploaded me. It was Aaron that uploaded you for sex. So yeah, that's what they were doing. Yeah. So you guys don't know that Stephanie? How do I know about Stephanie? Stephanie is a guidance 333 on YouTube. Somebody's gonna get on here and be like, wait. This whole time you were talking about, the whole entire time that I've been talking about Stephanie, and you guys are looking at this person like she's the one that started all this bullshit playing with magic. Stephanie is angelic guidance 333. Stephanie did not show her face on YouTube for 4 years. Nobody knew what she looked like at all. Nobody. So she ended up doing something very stupid in Toronto that got somebody shot by putting information in her YouTube channel. So then she took everything offline, took everything even off her Patreon. And then she started showing her face. So I'm like, I don't do tarot. I don't do any of that. Like, I just do this. All of this is Stephanie. That's why she changed her name prophetic. She changed it to prophetic guide. It used to be angelic guidance 333. Let me show you. Yes, that's the big thing on YouTube, that Stephanie Smith is angelic guidance 333. Yes, anybody that is on YouTube has heard about her fucking channel. So now you guys have seen like, okay, these hoes are getting hit, and then you guys remember in Detroit, Michigan, they killed the public health director because she plays with all them. She got killed because they're playing. Yeah, she died. Yeah, this just happened. Okay, because you guys were playing games. Yeah, you thought that the people were just gonna like sit there and watch you play, running around with candles and herbs and starting a bunch of shit. You sound stupid. Half of these females, they have a cervical cancer. Several of them have like reproductive issues. Several of them have health issues. You're still alive, but you're dying. What's the point? You're back and forth to the doctor all the time. You don't have happiness in your life, and you're still playing. Talking about, well, I'm still here. Yeah, you are still here, leaking and like smelling really weird. Okay. So you guys did not know that Stephanie Smith was angelic guidance 333. Yeah, yes. To pay to get this off, yes. Because Stephanie got her kids taken away. You guys didn't know that. Wait, hold on. The female that you guys just saw, like, oh, I'm talking to God. Yeah, look. Angelic guidance 333 and others in the karmic connection. Yeah, she's like Kishi Tarot. Yeah, because that's how they teamed up on YouTube. And that's why she told Kim to take down everything that has to do with my name, her name, because Stephanie almost got killed over those videos that they were putting on YouTube. All these that putting my video on YouTube about me, Stephanie was messaging them after like, thank you so much. God is gonna bless you. I want to give you a free my free product and stuff like that. And that's one of the things that came up in her CPS case. But you were organizing gang stalking, Stephanie, because we have videos and messages from your email and from your YouTube congratulating people for harassing a woman named Daisy Osum. You don't know her, and you don't know she's been an enemy of mine. That's the person I'm talking about. She's my great enemy. She was not true. I don't think that I should get cut off from welfare and cut off from a child support because of that. Because Stephanie was on child support. That's how she was paying all her bills. Yeah, and she was on child support, and then she was on welfare. That's how she was paying her bills, and then she does sex work. And then her baby daddy doesn't have to pay child support anymore because guess what? Stephanie got her kids taken away. You guys do not understand how serious that is, that Stephanie got her kids taken the fuck away because you guys are playing on YouTube. Stephanie got her channel taken down. She took her channel down. Yes. So look, if I go on here, because people want to make sure that it's Stephanie, because a lot of people in the cartel that watch tarot readings, they're going to go back and be like, if she is talking about who I think, then she's really a problem. Thank you. Yes, let me show you one more time. Stephanie Smith, this is Angelic Guidance 333. Here you go. She didn't show her face for several years. When she showed her face, everyone stopped talking to her because she bleaches her skin. So now, do you see? Okay, Daisy. She got caught. She got fucking caught. And that's how she keeps on getting caught on YouTube. Angelic Guidance 333 is a liar. This is me. Yeah, go ahead and read this. This is how, do you notice how this is like pinned to her video? That YouTube, they had to, because Stephanie started a big ass war in Toronto with the Jamaican community. Now, one of the things that you guys are gonna like find out about is like, okay, how's this going on in the Jamaican community? Like, first I knew that Drake was playing with Sexy Red, but then he had another bitch that he was playing with in the Jamaican community, which is Stephanie and a few other ones. Aha. And there's one other person that's gonna get caught up with like, she was trying to be like in Drake's inner circle, and she started a war in New Orleans, and that's what's her name? Super Sant. Super Sant, the one that makes like the coloring box, like the Crayola 100 colors for makeup. She was playing with Drake as well and got hella niggas killed in Ninth Ward in New Orleans so they can play with their drug game. Yes, yes, yes. This is the third female that's coming up around Drake where they're causing chaos and calamity to get into his group, and they don't get anything but their kids took and got shot at. Stephanie got her kids taken away by CPS. Stephanie has 3 fucking kids. One of them has special needs, and she been got that little boy taken away. And then she had 2 other kids that she was like showing on her YouTube, and those kids got taken away too, Joshua and Raya. But they got uploaded to the virtual reality as well, and that's how Stephanie got caught up in Toronto. You guys don't understand. I had a call with somebody that works like in she works for an organization that helps like foster children, and like if you get taken out of your parents' home, like this is what they can give to you. They have groups, they take you on like trips with other kids, all that type of stuff. She's from Canada, so when she kept on hearing Stephanie's name in the virtual reality, and she was like, oh, Daisy, I think I know this lady. She looked me up on LinkedIn and added me, and then she told her job like, hey, Daisy, I talked to Daisy, look at this case number, and they got 4 documents from the Attorney General's office about Stephanie. Yes, the Jamaican community is just now hearing this. Where you need to tell me that the whole entire time we were targeting somebody else from MRSA, Bob Marley's, like the death of Bob Marley's grandson. Stephanie and all of them were involved in that. Yes, 3 robberies and 1 farm getting taken. Yes, Aisha is trying to figure out like, how does my business keep on getting out to the Jamaican community? Because somebody went to go ask my mom, did I get in vitro with my son? It's Stephanie, because OVO Mark, he plays with Stephanie. How do you think Drake is like moving around Toronto right now? They are robbing people because of Stephanie. Because Stephanie was like, her husband is like connected to them, her ex-husband, and they were robbing everybody. Stephanie was following people around all day. That's how she got to Drake. No, I have a big deal. Nope, you're gonna have to cut me in, and you can't. You have to tell people that we're friends and what really happened in 2008. Because Stephanie was giving people PCP. She was dating somebody else and saying that it was coke, but it was PCP. Yes, yeah. This is a major explosion. That Stephanie, the one that Daisy's been talking about for years and showing her face, that's actually Angelic Guidance 333, and she was playing with Drake the whole time. Now you see why she was playing with that mirror in her videos and playing with that owl. Now you see why Stephanie was playing with that owl. She was trying to show her affiliation with OVO, and she really got herself set up. Stephanie got shot at because of that owl. You have no idea the chaos that they have caused in Toronto. So now you guys are like, wait, these hoes are getting their kids took. They're not getting their funding. They're actually getting killed. Okay, okay, we started a war. You guys have started a war. So that's all I have to say for you guys today. And now you guys get to see it playing with magic. So you guys saw that female that I just showed you, right? Zoe that got killed. I just want to tell you, Stephanie, this is not what she looks like. She gets chin fillers. She gets cheek fillers and chin fillers. Like it's like a chemical that you get put into your chin because she has a very strange. Her face is shaped very strange. She has a very like weird chin, and this is what always gets. That there you go. You can start to see it a little bit here. You can see the chemical like here too. Yeah, talking about God and my skincare business and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Drake had somebody robbed in Atlanta, and Stephanie's wearing the hair tracks, and that started a big ass war in Atlanta. How did you get that kinky hair though? But how did you get that kinky hair? And Drake got so many phone calls from Gucci Man and Keisha, it was ridiculous. I'm telling you. Woo, woo. Yeah, you guys have no idea from the very beginning, just making up shit and starting shit. But this is how I caught her, cause she played a video of me, and I caught her. Oh, Stephanie, yeah, making videos. Oh, I'm a princess. I love Disney Channel. I love Disneyland and stuff like that. Making videos, makeup videos. Stephanie got caught so badly. Let me see. Nubian News is another one. Nubian News is under investigation with CPS for playing with magic with her children, and she was trying to use her daughter like in rituals to like try to get a job because Nubian News got evicted from her apartment and she's been sleeping outside ever since. It's been almost 2 years. So you mean to tell me that all these tarot readers that were playing with you, Daisy, they're all like homeless now and like shit is going left? Shit is going left. When I posted this video 3 years ago, this is when the gang stalking had first started with all the magic and shit like that. Now look at it. Oh, yeah, readers leaving YouTube. Yeah. Yes. Angelic Guidance 333 is a fraud. This is the video that really got it cracking in Toronto. And Stephanie's church, woo, she goes to Church of the Queensway Church, Queensway. Stephanie's church, the pastor, he's under investigation right now because everyone that's like affiliated with Stephanie is under investigation because Stephanie's special needs son, she was taking him to like different white men to go get like sexually assaulted because like he has auditory and like he has an auditory processing type of like disorder where he can't like process words properly and like things like he's saying. Yeah, he has like a severe disability. Oh, because Stephanie's playing with magic. So one of the things that ended up happening was that he ended up telling, because he got uploaded to the virtual reality, he said, Stephanie, she takes me to weird guys and they touch me badly and then I start bleeding and I don't like it. Yeah, he told. In the virtual reality, everybody was crying. So you mean to tell me that you're taking your children to go get magic done on them, and she does magic on that little boy? Because when she got her first son taken away, Stephanie's name came up in something with like immigrants in the Jamaican community, like, oh, she's trying to like snatch our kids and give them to different people for rituals and stuff like that because we don't have any money. So they tapped her phone. You guys have no fucking clue how much Stephanie's name is in Toronto. You guys didn't know that I had those phone calls, but I recorded it. That people were contacting me about Stephanie, and people were calling me about Stephanie. By the way, that's going really far. Because they looked into her and they found out that she was involved in more than just that. And they looked into them too and found out, and that's how they're under investigation. That's one of the ways. This is the second part. It's like 3 ways. And the other one was Desiree and what they found on her phone when they tapped it. So what ended up happening here was the Church of the Queensway, the pastor, he ended up getting his phone tapped because it came out that Stephanie goes to that church and they wanted to know if he was like affiliated with different like pedophile groups and if he was like using like his church members and stuff like that to like bring children towards different people that he's affiliated with. One of them is Adam Zwicker. So the Zwicker family. So you guys have heard that name because I told you about my apartment complex and how they were affiliated with a private plane that was going back and forth to Florida, robbing everybody. Okay. Do you know that that man is affiliated with Stephanie's church? Do you see how this came full circle? Stephanie got caught because his ex-wife, I know her. And she's like, oh, I want to go ahead and I want to look into my husband's finances to see about my divorce. She found out about an old Thai restaurant that they caught Stephanie going to. This is what I'm saying. Like, you have no idea how explosive my YouTube is. In those financial documents that she got regarding her husband, Adam Zwicker, there was payments to and from Stephanie's pastor, the pastor of her church. Stephanie, there was payments to a woman that's connected to Stephanie and all them because they play with Cheong. There was also something about like an abandoned Thai restaurant. That's where they go to make chiang. Somebody heard that, like, oh, I know about that restaurant. It's like a big brown, like wooden building, and they used to serve Thai food there. They don't do that anymore. They caught Stephanie going there 4 times, and they saw her with a child that's now missing from Metro Public Housing, and that's how they caught Stephanie. You guys have no clue what they have put, what Stephanie, her hand, what her hand is involved in with YouTube. That's completely done. Now, for all the tarot readers that were watching all of this, after all the people that were watching this battle from the very beginning, because somebody's going to be like, I was watching this from the very beginning when she called out Stephanie, and I had no idea she was doing all that, or Nubia News and Brandy. Now you guys get to see the fire that your hand is in. Like, oh, we were running our mouth, making videos about Daisy, starting hella shit, trying to like get involved with Stephanie and Ghetto Nun because we thought that they were involved with celebrities. Because Brandy was telling people like, oh, I fuck with celebrities and I fuck with gang members and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. So stupid hoes like were believing in her lifestyle and like, oh, let me go over there. Like, Ghetto Nun, she's really cool and she's so spiritual. Brandy's on crack, and in order for her to do those videos, she has to get drunk or get high. She's not a high priestess. She's on a chemical server. Nothing that she says ever comes to pass. So then what ended up happening here is you guys want to go get involved with all those hosts. They're all under investigation. They're all getting like all their rights revoked, and they're all getting caught up in like treacherous demonic ass shit that's going on right now. You guys are really done for. I just had to show you like the byproduct of this. So you need to tell me that you know that this man's wife and this man like is going back and forth playing with a private plane. Yes, moving people's kids. And you have this man's private like plane number. I have his private plane number, and you need to tell me that we can type that plane number in to a specific database and we can find all his private flight logs, and those flight logs are all like coincide with child mass like disappearances of children, like 15 at a time going missing from a school, or a whole school bus getting derailed and stuff like that. Yes. And that Stephanie's involved in this. Yes. One of Stephanie's jobs with the people that she plays with, she plays with Drake and all them, is to follow people around Toronto to like steal their car so that they can get it on a ship and move it across to Indiana or Detroit. 2 cars they found, they try to blame that on T Grizzly and Dirk. It wasn't them, it was Stephanie, them playing all those waterways. Stephanie playing with Drake. Now you see what's happening in New York. There was like a big fire on the ship, and Drake had put 3 of those cars on there to go like down to the UK because they had stolen those cars. Stephanie had stolen those cars with them. Like she follows people around, checks their cars and stuff like that, and then like they get their stuff stolen. Another thing that ended up happening too with like this whole chaos is with that fire, they found bodies and they found Chiang because they were trying to get rid of a body too. Another thing that they found was that Stephanie was going to different preschools and different like school sites in the hood. Like, oh, I know her mom, because Stephanie knows a lot of those females from doing sex work. Oh, I know her mom, I know her brother and stuff like that. Oh, I know their dad. Look at this text message. He told me to come pick her up. This is her name. After like uploading those kids to virtual reality to stalk and harass them and watch them. That's what Stephanie got caught doing in Toronto. So you need to tell me, whoa. You shouldn't have started that at all. You didn't know when you were getting involved with these holes. That's why I said when I saw all these holes like coming up to play, I said, "Oh, what's happening here? It seems like everyone's going to jail, or somebody's like people are like wanting to die." And then when you guys started playing with all those holes, and I saw all this shit coming out on YouTube, I said, "Oh, you guys are about to go to jail." Period. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you can really see Stephanie. She's very disgusting. Yes. Yeah, this female that died playing with Stephanie online too, getting ratings like, oh, I know her. She like was trying to do work for me, but I didn't want her to do work for me. I wanted to go to somebody that I knew like could like affect change, and I know that you can really manifest and stuff like that. Because when I was complaining about like I was complaining about like what was going on, and I was calling all these hoes out, they were just trying to find different practitioners that like could like affect like could manifest like spells. So they said, oh, Daisy's getting Gangstalked. That means that their magic is powerful, but they didn't know that the magic that they're playing from is from space, and it had nothing to do with spell work that like they were really casting. It was they were casting magic and playing, and then what was happening was they were putting the Russians were putting me in like a radiation platform. Yes, and then all the magic that was being done was getting replicated in space. So their hand is still in that because they caused a big frenzy. But that's how it was really being ran. It was being ran from space, and that's what they don't want to come out. Like, yeah, these hoes were playing with magic, but we were really playing in space with radiation. So now every single cyborg, every single ear clunklet that's playing on that computer is going to get caught the fuck up because oops, now the feds have something to like really pin us because how did they get that out of control? You guys were doing something. You were uploading her. You were playing with something. You were playing with the magic. You were playing with something that like brings magnetism into her energy field by playing with valence electrons that are like floating around in her energy field, right? And you were playing with that. Then you were playing with the zodiac. You were playing with space magic. Oh, baby. So that's all I have to say. There's a few more things. Well, you play around and you find out. She played around and she found out. Stephanie played around with me and she found out quick. And Stephanie's involved with like a group of Jamaican bitches that are all like sex workers and filthy assholes. And they all like play games and they play at people's jobs and they all play with magic and then they play in the church and they start a bunch of bullshit. And then Stephanie went to go run after Maddie Pottage and Maddie Pottage got uploaded to this virtual reality and checked her about it. Woo! Drama. Yeah, she was trying to rally people up to play with magic. Like, I know what you guys do behind the scenes. I'm also into that too. Rituals, I don't play with rituals, Stephanie. I'm a woman of God. So whatever you're doing with this woman, you're going to be on your own. Another bubonic plague. Okay. Dutch cybersecurity startup bags 36 million euros. How did they make that much money after we're going through all these outages and hacks? So you need to tell me that they're the ones doing this with their cousins, and then they're coming with another company saying that we can fix it. Oh, no, no, no. Don't say Russia. Say Germany. No, don't say Germany. Say Dutch or Polish. Because Russia is not blacklisted. Thank you. I just wanted to show this to the cartel. This is how you know that they don't have any connection in the cartel, like Tesla. Because look at the metal for the Cybertruck. I just have to show you this. Okay. So anyways, you guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.